how does a Scrum Master help the developers effectively estimate their work? Well, one of the things we have to remember here is, as a Scrum Master, you have no place estimating. It's not on you to come up with the number or the t-shirt size or whatever you're using. Okay? Now, if you also have the hat on of a developer, you are part of that conversation, but you're not a Scrum Master at that moment, so give me that one. So what's the Scrum Master doing here? Well, number one, we need to make sure our team understand the common way in the Agile world of estimating, relative estimating. The idea that we're not going for absolutes. We don't tend to estimate in time because we're not very good at it for many reasons that I won't go into today, but I'm sure there will be a video soon that explains why. Instead, we estimate as things are bigger and smaller, nearer, further. It just works better for us. So step one, we have to work with the team so that they understand the basis of the estimate. And really it is as simple as, is this bigger than that, or is it smaller than that, or is it about the same size as that? So once the team are understanding the estimation process, it is bringing them back to it. In a refinement meeting where this often happens, the product owner is going to be talking about an item, the developers are going to be asking questions, and in that conversation they're going to be sharing understanding of the context of the problem at hand. In a lull, the Scrum Master is likely to pipe up, certainly in the early days of the team, should we estimate this? Yeah, great. And your tools and techniques may vary, but what we're looking for is a team, each member, to on their own think about all the work they've done in the past. How does this compare to those things that we've done in this team? Well, it was like that one. I said that was a 5. That felt about right when we built it, so I'll call this one a 5. And other members of the team are going to be doing similar things at the same time, similar conversations with themselves, quietly inside their heads. The reason being, as a Scrum Master, we want to keep the equal voice in the room. We want to give everybody an opportunity to have their say. And planning poker is one of the key ways we use. It gives that ability because you've decided on your number. 3, 2, 1. Everybody shows their number at the same time. What we've done there is really important. Okay? We've given everybody the opportunity to reflect on their previous work. As a team, I reckon this is a 5. Okay. Other people in the team may agree or they may disagree. There may be some 3s, some 8s, there might be a 13 there. Okay, well, there's some 5s, obviously the clever people because they agree with me, but there's a 3 and there's a 13. As a Scrum Master, you're going to invite the conversation. Why a 13? Why do you think it's higher than everybody else? Why a 3? Why do you think it's lower? Let the developers explain their thinking. What we're doing here is giving voice to the outliers, giving an opportunity to explain. Maybe there's some concerns about how we test it. It's going to require this particular system that's quite hard to get time on, etc., etc. Okay. Maybe the 3 is going to be because actually I've seen something like this before. It was quite easy. I'm pretty sure I can grab it. Okay, that's interesting to know as well. Estimating is not only about the number, it's also increasing our understanding because through the conversations about where these numbers come from, the why behind them, we're getting a better idea of how we work as a team and what we know as a team, which is brilliant. So we're creating equal voice. We're also preventing somebody with more experience from dominating the conversation, because if, as we're all thinking, they say, well, I think it's an 8, and they've got 10 years experience and nobody else has anywhere near it, everybody's immediately going to go, well, they're bright. They think it's an 8, so it's probably an 8. So I'll put an 8 down. Well, I've just lost that 3 and I've lost the 13 because everybody's agreed. I've lost that opportunity to share context, to share understanding, to explore potentially different options. So this is what we're doing. Okay, to help teams estimate, is giving them the space, teaching them the tools and the techniques, how to compare things, make sure that their numbers don't drift over time. We keep referring back to particular points to keep ourselves on track. Okay? But really, it is about giving everybody voice, making sure everybody has an opportunity to say their thing if they need to. Okay? Key to any team is that equal voice concept, where they can be heard if they wish, and estimation is no different. The role of the Scrum Master here is not to tell them the number. It's not to tell them, what they need to do. It's to give them a framework and within which to estimate, so that they as a team can grow, they can get better estimates, maybe, but they can certainly get better understanding. And at the end of any estimation, we have a number, but far more importantly, as a team, we have a better idea of what the problem is in front of us. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.